Subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to never miss any updates.
Another thing regarding real estate. Uh, I've read recent news that in the developed countries, especially in the United States, Canada, and the UK, the three are the top countries in which the prices of real estate are really soaring. They are like it is going really high, and there is no reason for that. And the economy is started recovering, but still I mean, if the economy is really performing well, then it can be the reason that the real estate price will start increasing more and more. But it is still a COVID-19 pandemic. The economies all over across the world are still, uh, I mean, increasing slowly and steadily. But what do you think that why the prices of the real estate are going really high, in especially in the US and Canada? You can talk about it because you are familiar with the market.
Yeah, so this is my opinion, but we're in a bubble, and that's my opinion. Okay, so do your own research. I could be wrong, but if I'm a betting man, and I'm not, but I'm an investing man, and I'm putting my money on that we're in a bubble. And so, with that being said, I think it comes from two things. I think it's interest rates were so low, and then you had the pandemic stopped all the foreclosures and all that, so inventory got lower. And so you combine low interest rates with low inventory, and then you have FOMO, which is humongous
Yes.
in America, which is the fear of missing out. And so your friend buys a house at 2% interest rate, and then your aunt buys a house for 2% interest rate, and you go, "Oh no, I better buy a house for 2% interest rate." And they're like, "Well, there's no houses." And so the few that are left, it's like, "Oh, well, they're asking 200,000, but if you really want it, you'll pay 220 or 240 or 260." I just watched a TikTok last night where a house in maybe it was Canada. I don't know where it was, but anyway, it was an $800,000. I
Oh
don't know
my
if it was
God.
US or Canadian asking price, and it sold for 1.3. You're getting crazy for me.
Oh,
I mean, you're
really
just
great.
if you're paying over appraisal, which is what the bank thinks it's worth. My bet is that in 3 to 5 years, all of these people are going to be upside down.
Okay, so you are already predicting that the 2008 financial crisis will repeat again in
I think
nearly
it'll
two
be
to three years.
I think it'll be something. I think that the effects might be the same, but I think it'll be for a different cause. And I think it's just going to be, we got automation coming. It's a perfect storm brewing, in my opinion. A lot of our stock market's overvalued from almost every type of
Exactly,
standpoint.
yes.
You can do the math on it. There's no reason for a $2 trillion valuation on Apple. I mean, they have a lot of cash and stuff, and they're a great company, but the valuations have just gone through the roof. And it's hard right now as an investor. You don't ever want to sit on the sideline, but man, it is hard right now to actively invest. And that's why I love our market. We're in a weird market where I live. We're never going to see a bunch of appreciation. So if you bought a house for $200,000 here 10 years ago, you're lucky. Okay, pre this craziness, you're lucky that it's worth 205. All right, or 210. You might see 1% appreciation a year where we're here, but when it's a big crash, we only see 1 to 5% depreciation. So it's a weird market where you're not going to get a lot of equity in your house when you buy it over time, but you're protected amongst the big swings. Now, I say that, and we just sold a house for $10,000 over asking ourselves, which is unheard of in our particular market. So you will get appreciation when there's a bubble, because that's what
Yeah,
bubbles do.
exactly, yes.
But I'm here. This is my opinion. If it looks risky to me, I don't count on it. So I'm invested in cryptocurrency, but I think that it's here to stay. But I don't know what form, what shape, which ones stick around, which ones don't. So all the money I have invested in crypto, even if it's up 200, 300%, I don't count it towards my net worth because I haven't cashed it out yet, and it's not a viable currency yet. So if I can't use it readily and it's not mine physically, I haven't sold it. Same thing with stocks, then it's not my net worth. It's technically gone until
Okay,
I
yes.
make a move with it. And so same thing with the market. If we buy a house right now, and let's say that the ARV in a normal market is $220,000. The ARV means the after repair value, what it's worth, what we think it's worth is 220. We could realistically right now say probably more like 230, 235 because the market's crazy. We still do all of our numbers on 220. Our
Right.
returns, or we tell our investor, everything's 220. And then when we finish the house If the market is still crazy, we'll get an extra, then it's sugar on top. We'll ask the 230 or 235. But what we don't want to do, and this is what a lot of people are doing, is they're buying houses and they're jacking up the ARV because they're seeing the trend of pricing going up. But it takes 3 to 6 months to flip a house. Anything can happen. COVID could come back, right? Let's hope not, but anything can happen. And not saying that it's gone completely, but it could come back in the same wave that it hit America the first time. If that happens, you're back down to where you started. And let's say that was your profit margin, you're in trouble. You're in a lot of trouble. And people are doing it. And it's unfortunate.
Yes. I totally agree with you that it is very difficult to, as you just said, you live in weird market that during the normal economic cycle you get less appreciation, but suddenly you get massive jump in the price of real estate. So yeah,